be absolutely devastating.
Oh! Here, this is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to GWR Gonzo'S Wrestling Room, Monday, March 23rd, 2026. I'm Chris Gonzo'S, joined by Warren Misery, Marcus Fine, OG Tony, and special guest Justin Danger. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Going real good. Got a special guest host, Justin Danger. We'll be talking to him in just a little bit. But Marcus, let's jump right into that. Marcus Fine, Independent Wrestling Report.
Okay. Hobo Jones is in the chat room. Howdy, Hobo.
Hobo.
Okay. I have one prayer request. Eric Dravin, who's the owner, promoter of Supreme down in Madison, he needs prayers. I don't remember why. I think he did have a hospital stay or something, but prayers for Eric. That's all I know on that. Then on birthdays, I do have some birthdays.
What's up, House?
One house.
How are you, brother? Today's birthdays. Cousin Cooter's birthday's today. Matthew Grant's birthday's today. And Ox Harley's birthday's today. On Wednesday, Chris Owens' birthday. On Thursday, Donnie Idol's birthday. Then on Friday, we have Jordan James, Kyra Holiday, Monica Richardson, and the WPW superfan Corey Height. And then on Saturday, everybody's favorite person, Vinny Vichetti's birthday is on Saturday. So,
yeah,
happy birthday to all them. And if we missed you, I apologize. Before I get the results, most of you probably have already seen this, but I have a shirt.
It's the best shirt out there.
I have it upside down. Can I put
Don't put it upside down. Do it right now.
There it is.
Best shirt out there.
Let's go this way. Nerd the Fifth. Nerd the Fifth. These come in white, green, and orange, and are $25 everywhere. You are lucky enough to see Nerd the Fifth. So when Kelly posed, if you want to see this, go on my Facebook page. Kelly has modeled this shirt, and even ring announced his match wearing this shirt. So
best shirt out there.
Okay. Yeah,
House. I still don't know if that's Chris or not. I mean, I don't remember last time I seen him without any hair on his face, so I don't know who the fuck that is for sure.
Okay.
It's been years since I had hair on my face. I will say that.
Okay, we did attend a few shows. We missed one, and you guys had attended one. So, Friday night, WCW Outlaw Arena, Friday night, the 20th. Pogo with Freak defeated a Russian with a Russian. So a Russian brought a Russian out with him, but Pogo beat them. Waterboy defeated Brody Bawkins with a roll-up. But after the match, Brody demanded Timmy Jackson to announce he won. Timmy refused, so Ms. Gabrielle Roseworth came out, took Mike, and announced Brody the winner. But Waterboy actually won. So, Rampage defeated Ruthless Domination. Zay Gates defeated ZJK and Mike Noble in a triple threat. The highlight reel defeated Juan Sanchez and the WCW Territorial Champion Zach Nova. And the main event saw Cameron Saturn defeat Phoenix, the WCW Gunslinger Champion Mark Magnus, and the WCW Outlaw Champion Maliko in a fatal four-way match. And there was no titles on the line. And Kelly's Hall of Fame Kane made an appearance in that match Friday night. Even Reggie used the Hall of Fame Kane Friday night. Okay, then Kelly and I was at AACW for Return of the Madness, Sharpsville, Indiana, Saturday the 21st. Also Delicious defeated Tate Manson and Nerd the Fifth via DQ. They retained the AACW tag titles. American defeated Bad Country with Lucy B. Sweet. Ajax defeated Jensen, Paige Jones, and Honey Badger in a fatal four-way. She is the new AACW Ladies Champion. Okay, got a little context on this one. Juice Warta defeated Cruiser. He is the new AACW U.S. Champion. The match originally was supposed to be hair versus hair, but during the match, Juice pulled off Cruiser's do-rag, revealed that Cruiser already was as bald as anybody could be. The referee originally DQ'd him, but the general manager, the intern general manager, Wild Thing came out and said, no, now it's for the title. Juice pinned Cruiser. Juice is the new AACW U.S. champion. Brody Watkins defeated Larry D. He retained the AACW, the EEC title. And that was a double count out, right? Yeah, that was a double count out. Brody Watkins, Larry D, double count out. And the main event saw the AACW heavyweight champion Damian DeVille and Shooting with Shane defeat Tanner Kelly and Jake Elliott in the Fans Bring the Weapons match. And Kelly's Hall of Fame Kane made an appearance in that one as well. So the Hall of Fame Kane was busy.
Okay. I think is that all the results for you, Marcus?
I have the best of the dub tournament. If that's
okay. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and do that one.
Okay. Thanks to my good buddy Wes Ryan, and we've contacted each other several times. He should be 100% accurate. So we'll see. For the best of the dub tournament.
So
I got to put that disclaimer on there now. Anyway, thanks to Wes Ryan, best of the dub tournament at the Outlaw Arena last night, the 22nd. We was not able to go. We got 2 wore out from the night before. Those AACW shows wore us out. So, okay, in a non-tournament match, Eric Onyx defeated Christian Cash and Waterboy in a triple threat. Now here's the tournaments. Round 1 matches, Zegace defeated ZJK, David Light defeated Damian Real, Jay Steele defeated Cameron Saturn, Mike Noble defeated Andre Stray, Damon Real defeated Maliko, and Mark Magnus defeated Kurt Bousset. Then in the round 2 matches, Zay Gates defeated David Light, Mike Noble defeated Jay Steele, and Damon Real defeated Mark Magnus. And the main event for the tournament title, Mike Noble defeated Damon Real and Zay Gates to win in a triple threat match to win the best of the dub trophy. And then after the match, IK3 came out and challenged Mike Noble for the best of the dub trophy, and that match will take place at the end of April. So that's what we have. The 2 shows we were at were very, very well done. I'm sure the dub show last night was very well done as well. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that dub tournament sounded fantastic. And I wish I could have made it for that. That show sounds like it was fire. Well, me and Chris, let me address House real quick. Guys, are any of you guys going to be making it to the Squared Circle Expo this weekend?
I will be down south. I will not.
I wish I could, but the money's too much now. And I'll tell you what, the last time I went, it was pretty packed. It's almost like they're getting to the point where they may need to find a bigger location. I'd love to go, but the finances didn't line up for me.
Yeah, I'm still trying to make it on Saturday. I don't know yet. I will know tomorrow, though. I may be going to Ohio on Saturday, so that's what it depends on. So I will let you know, House. Okay, Chris, you got the results. We had a big show that we went to here in our hometown, Muncie, Indiana, DCCW 8th anniversary show. I thought they put on a really, really good show. I really enjoyed it. Chris, you got some results for us?
Yes. To open the show, Mitchell Taylor defeated Austin Shaw in a match for Taylor to get a title shot in the main event against Hank Calhoun. Then you had Juan Sanchez versus ZSK. And ZSK ended up pulling out the victory there at the end. The crowd went crazy.
Yep.
That's my first time seeing him. Was impressive.
Yep.
Then you had Rampage versus Slaughterhouse, and Rampage defeated Slaughterhouse with help from JKO. The chairman Joey Owens came out and attacked Slaughterhouse, helped Rampage get the win. Then you had a triple threat match: Kenneth James, Cameron Saturn, and Mark Madness. Cameron Saturn got the victory in that. Then it was IK3 versus the Waterboy. IK3 got the win in that, Waterboy ended up winning that match.
Yes.
Waterboy won the match. IK3 beat the shit out of Waterboy for about 85% of that match, but
yes,
Waterboy got the win. IK3 came over and took over the announce table for a few seconds during the match.
Yes, he did.
Who did that? IK3 took over?
Yeah, he came
Yeah.
over, took the headset off Juan Sanchez.
Oh, it's mustard and Girl Scout cookie time. You're lucky you didn't get slaughtered with that stuff.
Yeah, he took the headset off of Juan Sanchez and jumped on the mic and said he just killed a guy live on the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, the camera guy Landon done great. He got the camera over on him, so you can see it all too. So when we air that here in a couple of days, that'll be a good spot. And then the main event, you had Hank Calhoun, the champion, versus Mitchell Taylor, the challenger for the DCCW Heavyweight Championship. And Hank Calhoun retained. Good.
Chris, what stood out to you?
It's a solid show. Of course, IK3 Waterboy match I thought was real good. I thought the triple threat match was real good as well with Kenneth James, Saturn, and Magnus, which isn't surprising with them three guys. But I thought it was a real solid show throughout.
Very good.
I mean, it started at 7. I was leaving there like at 15 after 9:30. I think I was home at 9:30, so I think I left there about 20 after 9.
Yeah.
So,
They ran it really well.
Yeah, I thought it was a real good show by DCCW.
But probably about
the crowd,
100
people that were, and I mean, there was probably about 100, but that crowd was loud all night too. I mean, they were into the show.
Yeah, and the wrestlers did a great job of getting the crowd involved. Juan Sanchez heel work is fantastic. Who's the guy? I forget his name, Chris. That he took on
ZJK, something like that. Yeah.
He was very good. Also, you can tell still got some work to do. A little green, but he was very good. But Juan helped make him with his heel work. Like you said, the triple threat was fantastic. The match of the night for me was Waterboy and IK3. IK3 had a young lady so upset that she chased him to the back after the show because he acted like he was going to high five her little baby and then pulled back and she come unglued. She come unglued. I mean, she really come unglued. But it was a really good show. So. And hopefully they'll have an announcement for another show here pretty soon. I can't announce it yet. I think I know what it is, but I'll let them take care of that because I don't want to give false information out. But yeah, some good shows this weekend. Sounds like that Dub show was great. Sounded like Marcus had a couple of good shows he went to. Yeah. So great weekend for independent wrestling. You guys got anything before we move on to our guest host?
Well, I think I'm done.
How's it going, Mr. Danger?
It's going good.
Good. You getting ready to start doing some podcasting pretty soon?
Yeah, I'm hoping in the next week or two.
Okay, that sounds great. I seen that you might be getting back out there doing a little wrestling also.
You what do I want to say? You can never say never.
Okay. That sounds awesome. I'd love to see you, man. You're one of my favorites when you're out there. So I hope you come back soon. Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah. Actually, I couldn't think of any really, but my wife helped me out. See, I told you.
Okay.
But who's your favorite face and heel on the Indies?
Ooh.
All time?
Yeah.
I got a heel. With the face might be hard.
My favorite for sentimental reasons is, and I'm just going over the last 5 years since we've been doing the broadcasting. Mine's Vinny Vachetti. I just love Vinny. Love the way he'd put everything together. So he would be my heel. Face is tough. I think I'm going to go with Andre Stray. Marcus, what about you?
Well, I got Bruiser as my face. He's not really an indie guy, though.
Well,
anyway, and then I got the Iceman Ronnie Vegas as my heel. He will always be my favorite heel. So,
Okay, and Warren, what about you?
You took my face one. I mean, straight definitely it's because I mean, honestly, I haven't been, you guys have got so much time, I'm double at 2.5 years into this thing. And so, I've only seen so much and known so much. And honestly, from what I've seen, and probably won't get to him, so his head won't expand any, but one of the best heels I've seen is the Buck Sexton.
Yeah.
When you've seen people want to rush the ring at him, you're freaking doing it.
Good heel.
I got a face if we go back to me.
Okay. Go ahead, and then we'll go to Chris.
Okay, Max Sterling. You guys were in the room during Comic-Con. Max Sterling, I mean, come on. I think he's one of the best faces out there for crowd interactions.
For Comic-Con and PopCon, Pogo's pretty hot at the home. But that's Pogo's place right there. Chris, what about you?
Aren't you gonna put dirt on that?
Hill would be IK3 for me. Face, you kind of stole mine because I was going to say Hidari from back in the day. That was probably one of my favorite faces that we've seen since we've been doing it. And then of course now even with the Andre Stray, it's still great as well. But so I couldn't really think of another, because I was trying to think of another face that really stood out to me since you took him, but I really couldn't. So I'd have to go with him.
Well, Zach Nova was doing pretty good at one point. Zay Gates was pretty hot at one point too. He's been back and forth. Also another heel real quick. I said Vinny Vichetti because sentimental reasons, but also you can't forget Jeremy Hadley. I mean, the crowd reactions that Hadley get, I mean, it's just kind of, pretty much there. Okay. Did you have anything else, Mr. Danger?
Yeah, I got two more.
Okay.
Your top two indie gimmicks. The people that actually pulled the gimmick off that they was going for.
I'll give one real quick, and I'll think about the other one. Justin Danger. I loved some of the stuff you did, man. When you come out there in that red suit there in Kokomo, and then you had the crowd going. I won a WCW show. I want to say it was Lebanon, but I'm not. But you had really had the crowd. I think it was that show. It was all cage match a couple years ago.
I was there with Timmy Jackson.
Yeah. You had that crowd eating out of your hands. So I'm gonna say you. And then also Vinny Vichetti was just so much into his gimmick, the way the outfit, the suit, everything that he did was really good too. So they would be my two. Let's go to Chris.
I'd have Justin Danger, Jackson Morgan, and Vinny Vichetti.
I will say no. He is good.
Okay. And let's go to Warren.
I mean, yeah, I got to go Mr. Danger as one. And then, I mean, Marcus and me have seen him plenty, but Jimmy Carrot.
Yeah,
that's a good one too.
That's a good one. Yeah, I agree. What about you, Marcus?
All right, well, if you're going to go gimmicks, you can't go wrong with their Country Boy gimmick. And Cousin Cooter, J.H. Hogg both knows how to run that gimmick.
Yeah, Cooter's a good one.
Yep. And then War Rating Malenko. I mean, you guys haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah.
Warren has. That dude is night and day from curtain and arena, locker room and arena. I mean, damn.
Oh, yeah.
And when you see him next time, you'll see just how vicious that guy's got it now. So
when I first seen him a couple years ago, and he hadn't wrestled a lot of matches yet, but he was so intense. And then I went up to talk to the dude, and it was just so different than what he is in the ring. It was just unbelievable. It was just crazy. But yeah, he's a good one. He's really great too.
And then I have another one. You got it. I know we all make fun of Kelly and Nerd, but come on, Nerd knows how to run his gimmick.
Nerd knows how to. He knows how to work a crowd, man. There's no doubt about it. And that was one thing that I was impressed with.
He's on
with DCCW.
Robbie's on. Nerd's on. Hey, Nerd.
Okay, cool.
In there. So
that was the thing I was really. I think really helped the DCCW show this week. All them guys worked the crowd, man. They really got that crowd going, and pretty much every match. And that helps if you can get that going. It really helps. So that's one thing that impressed me. And Mr. Danger, you said you had another one.
Who would you want to do a podcast with? Like a superstar or an actual podcast person? Who would you want to do a podcast with?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Do a podcast. I know who I'd like
If I could,
with.
Like to have as a guest or just to do a show with? Like, and you mean like anybody?
Yeah.
No, I got it.
I think I know
That's
who
easy.
Chris is going to say.
No, so that's easy for me.
But
If
Go ahead.
it's anybody, it's Pat McAfee.
Yeah, I knew that's where Chris was going to go. Pat
I would love to get to spend a day with that dude, pick his brain, and just be on air and do a show live with him would be cool as hell. But yeah, it'd have to be Pat.
For me, because I'm such a big fan of Dusty Rhodes, I think talking to Cody would be really interesting for me. All the stories and everything he's got to see. I would say Cody Rhodes for me. Warren, what about you?
I'd actually have a duo, Xavier Woods and Kenny Omega, just because I'm such a big video game guy, and they are too. And then the wrestling, the combined, just the three of us just to sit there and just to talk shop and play games would be over the moon.
Hey, what's up, Justin?
Justin.
Webb? And what about you, Marcus?
Well, I got a couple. And one day it will happen because I was told it would be. I'd like to actually be on Calamity Jane and Superfly Johnny's Andy podcast. And the last time I was down there, Johnny said that it will happen. They just got to get us linked up. And then I'd like to be on the micros. I mean, come on, those guys are doing skits all the time. I would love to sit down with those guys and just give me a big long table and just shoot the shit with all of them. I mean,
yeah, that would be good. No doubt about it. I agree. Yeah,
Kelly says it has to be Nerd.
Nerd would be funny. Okay. I'm serious. I won't.
Hey,
if we could get Nerd to do commentary with us a little bit over Comic-Con or something, let's try to do that. I think that would be fantastic.
Well, that would be good. And then I tell you, Nerd is a guest host. We need to work on that.
Yeah, I talked to him. I think I talked to him a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get him on as guest host. Nerd's completely out of his mind. So yeah, that'd be good.
Nerd's the man.
He's got the best story of all time. I think. I don't think
he's one of the greatest guests of all time. We've had a lot of great guests, and he's up there.
But that story was something else.
You guys are gonna make his head bigger than it already fucking is.
Yeah, well, little as he is.
Yeah, because that little body he's got, if that head gets too much bigger, he won't be able to walk because it'll be boom, just fall over. Okay, is that it, Mr. Danger?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, there were three really good questions. Your wife helping you out worked out great. Let's go into what I asked for homework, guys, was 5 favorite matches, feuds, or segments from the 1980s or 90s. If you have more than 5, that's fine. Hopefully everybody did the homework. Let's go to Warren. Warren did double. He did 10. He did 10.
I did 10. 10. Well, I mean, the 80s. I mean, it was a little bit of a reach for me, just because I was still younger. But there were still things in there. I came in with the rock and wrestling, so there was still some there that I could put together. And so I did the feuds. I did 5 feuds, and then I put like 5 matches, moments, things like that. So I sort of try to do those. For my feuds, and honestly, I mean, really, it could be in no particular order, but I think this sort of are obviously one of them. Top 5 feuds has to be Austin versus McMahon. I mean, that drew a lot of people in. Taker versus Kane. I always thought that was a great one because you had the brother feud and the same guys, similar styles that sort of blend into it. NWO versus Sting. Because that was once, that's right there, like with the Austin and McMahon. It's like, okay, well, this week, what's going to happen? Okay, what's going to happen? The longest time it always was Sting versus the NWO. One of my favorites all time, Rock versus Austin. I thought that was just, and I'm talking intercontinental mid-card Rock versus Austin feuding. The championship stuff was great, but that mid-card stuff they had going on was great. And then my other one was Hogan versus Heenan. Through the 80s, Bobby Heenan was always the foil to Hulk Hogan, and it was just always him trying to get any of his Heenan family guys, whatever he could do to try to bring Hogan down. He tried. I always thought those were great feuds. As far as moments, I can go right into WrestleMania 3, Hogan versus Andre. That's always going to be one of the biggest things in my head ever, just because of the massive cultural impact it had. And going back to what I said about Rock and Austin with the mid-card, when Austin tossed the Intercontinental belt in the river. He took it out from the Rock. He was on the bridge, and they had him live. And he chucked a belt. I don't remember what river it was, but he straight chucked the belt into the river. Like, what? Wait a minute. And that actually came around eventually. I think Rock tossed Austin in the river eventually some way down the road. But another one was Austin stunning D'Lo Brown on the truck. I remember, I think it was the DX in your house episode. He brought the 316 truck out and he's taking on the Nation, and right on top of the truck, he just boom stunned D'Lo right on it. I thought that was an awesome moment. One that's, a lot of people are like, you hear a lot of BS about, but at the time it was such a very big thing, was WCW Nitro in Atlanta, Hogan versus Goldberg for the belt. That was a gigantic moment. I mean, you packed a football arena for a Monday night show. Big deal on there. And then one of my last ones was during the Ministry of Darkness when they tried to crucify Steph, and Austin came out to make the save. And then at the end, they actually got Austin up on there and Taker, that iconic thing of him on the Titantron. Austin's up there and he did the fire, and those are just moments that just continuously sit in my head when because I do this, I just sit and I just think. I don't bring up videos up. And so what are the things that come to my head? And then that's how I feel, that's the stuff that just came to my head, remembering during those Monday Night Wars, watching a lot of that stuff and seeing a lot of stuff. The road to SummerSlam with Austin and Taker was great when he was driving the limo and Steph was in there, or the hearse when Taker was in the hearse, and there's just a lot of fun stuff. So
Yep, most definitely. What about you, Mr. Danger?
Well, the first one I had was Jake the Snake and Randy Savage at the wedding when the Cobra popped out of the box, and then he ended up biting him. The Cobra ended up biting Savage later on down the road. I thought that was great. From ECW, the Raven Sandman feud, when they brought in Sandman's kid in the storyline, and just how long that story went and all the stuff that went through. The Rockers at the barbershop, Shawn Michaels throwing Marty Jannetty through the window, not kicking him through like everybody says he did. It would have been cool to do it that way, but they didn't do it that way. But I guess it was a feud, but I just liked all their matches. Was Owen and Brett, their little brother versus brother feud they had. All their matches they had was really good. And you can't go wrong with a brother versus brother feud. And then Mr. Perfect and Bret Hart had some really good matches in the early 90s. But that's the one that I came up with.
Okay. Let's go to Marcus next.
Okay, I had 7. See, Warren had to outdo me today. Actually, I have 8 because I put another one down here. And I'm like Warren did. I had mine almost rolled out while I was talking to Tony on the phone. And I'm sitting there with my paper because I have stuff sitting here. Like when I see prayer requests, I grab my paper, write it down. And he said that I put it over and I just started writing. So, okay, put them whatever category you want to put these in. Feuds. I had, of course, Steamboat and Ric Flair, 1989, that whole summer. And then that turned around being Flair versus Terry Funk. When that one was over, it went right into Ric Flair versus Terry Funk, and they wrestled for a while. Segment. I'm surprised nobody said this yet, and Tony may have or will. Piper's Pit, Jimmy Snuka, the Coconut. That was basically the beginning of Piper's Pit. He did them before, but until he pulled that off.
Yeah.
That actually took place in a high school gym. That wasn't in an arena. That was in a high school gym. Of course, Hogan and Andre in 1987. The creation of the NWO almost 10 years later in 96 at Bash at the Beach. Of course, favorite moment, Bruiser and Wojo Riot in 1985. I can never forget that.
Yeah.
And then I had 3 matches that ended up leading to something. Well, didn't lead into something else, but meant more later down the line. The Road Warriors taking on the Powers of Pain, Flair taking on Sting, and the Midnight Express taking on the Fantastics at the Convention Center in Indianapolis. And then last year, I'm doing commentary in the very building I seen those matches take place. So, and then I also had a favorite match in Indianapolis, Ricky Steamboat versus Flying Brian Pillman in a cage. Early 90s somewhere. It was at the convention, or at the, that was at the fairgrounds, right? So yeah, at the fairgrounds. I'm guessing early 90s. So that's what I had. Most of that came off my head when I was talking to Tony.
Okay, Chris?
All right. Matches, I had Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon, the first ladder match. That's always been one of my favorite matches. Bret Hart versus Stone Cold at WrestleMania. Taker versus Mankind in Hell in the Cell. Can't go wrong with that one. But moments, I had Montreal Screwjob.
Yeah. You'll do that.
Flair's promo after he won the Royal Rumble. With a tear in my eye. And then also just a lot of Ric Flair's promos in general, like going back to the limousine driving, jet flying, all that. And then
dealing, kiss stealing, son of a gun.
And then a personal one was getting a hold of Jake the Snake's Snake Damien at Market Square Arena. I don't know, I was probably like 9-10 years old. We had tickets right on the aisleway, and he just held the snake up, and we all got was there. That was cool. Justin stole mine with the Michaels turning on Jannetty at the barbershop.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle when he brought out the milk truck and took out everybody. Same thing with Stone Cold Austin with the beer truck. Things always. And then I also had Hogan's turn in WCW going the NWO. You have to have that as a top moment.
Yeah.
And then feuds for me was Austin versus McMahon. It's probably one of my favorite feuds of all time. But I'm a big Stone Cold fan. Brett versus Owen and Taker versus Mankind.
Some great stuff, guys. Mine, we'll start off with Buzz Sawyer.
I had one more moment.
Go ahead.
ECW's first pay-per-view. I'll never forget watching out. I think it was a Tommy Dreamer that went through like 7 freaking tables off that scaffold area. Like I'll never forget me and you watching that pay-per-view. So I'd have to have that on there as well.
Okay.
And Daniel Bryan winning the WrestleMania main event.
Yep. See, we can keep just adding on to them as we think about them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He just got to them right then. So
yeah, I was when you guys were talking, it jogged my memory on some. Like 10. Yeah. One of my favorites. I did
10, damn it, 10.
I didn't have on my list, but I thought of it when you guys brought up Stone Cold. When McMahon was in the hospital and Stone Cold and
the bedpan.
And all that stuff, and Mick Foley before that.
Kurt Angle with the little guitar and the
crazy stuff, man.
DX when they done the presidential thing, it was talking about we're not going to say any of the cuss words. Just saying everything they weren't supposed to say.
I was there that night. That was in Indy.
I did not sleep with that young intern. As a matter of fact, we were
Yep. I had down Buzz Sawyer and Tommy Rich, the last battle of Atlanta. I was really into Georgia Championship Wrestling at that time.
That was in the
80s? I think early. I think in 1980, maybe. It could have been 79.
In the 70s now.
It could have been 79. I don't know. It's close.
Marcus said you got to stick to your own damn rules here.
Hey, I had one for 2000 and I backed it out. So
I think it was barely 80s. I really do. I could be wrong. But I had that down. Plus the whole feud with them two guys was just crazy. Piper and Valentine, you guys know I talk about the dog collar match all the time. That was big for me. Another thing, Piper attacking Lou Albano and kicking Cyndi Lauper there, at Madison Square Garden and all the police and that kind of really kicked off the rock and wrestling stuff. So I remember watching that. Me and my mom and dad was watching that all together, so I can remember that moment. Also, Dusty Rhodes' feud with Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen, just love that. I mean, always feuding with Tully or Flair or Arn and tag teams and all that stuff. And let's see, Jimmy Snuka jumping off the top of the cage. I remember watching that on USA Network. It happened about a week before that, but the USA aired it off the Madison Square Garden network about a week late. I was just blown away because I had never seen that before. I'm sure it had happened before, but I hadn't seen it. But yeah, those were for me things that really stood out in the 80s and 90s. Most of that might probably 80s, and like Marcus said, hell, one of them might have been 1979. Hell, I don't know.
Well, and then the snooker thing's nothing now. Hell, everybody's jumping off the damn off everything anymore.
No one had the gobbledygooker. What? I mean, come on.
It's memorable moments.
And then also, I mean, like I said, we can continue to go down that rabbit hole. Piper versus Goldust, the Hollywood backlot brawl at Mania.
Yeah.
I mean, that one was crazy. Hitting Piper or was Goldust got hit with a car. I mean, and then you had what was the blacktop, the horrible one in WCW where they were wrestling the
Blacktop Bully.
Talking about Blacktop Bully and Dustin.
Blacktop Bully, yeah.
And don't forget about Austin and Booker T in the grocery store.
Oh yeah. That's.
So you talk about just those moments and stuff. The one that always does set out to me too, and I think about too, was during the Booker and Edge feud, the episode where they were both they're competing for a commercial, for a Japanese like shampoo commercial or something, and like Booker was the heel, and he was trying to say the lines and try to win this role. And he goes, "Japanese people, why are your hair so greasy?" And everyone's like, "No, no." I mean, and you could go. We completely missed all the sexual chocolate Mark Henry stuff that we could have gone in.
There's so much.
That's what made the '90s so amazing. Mae Young giving birth to a hand. The DX parodying the Nation in the ring. You
can't do that no more.
And
DX going to the WCW show.
Yeah,
and I don't think you can find them anymore. But you're talking about this, Jake the Snake versus Randy Savage. Remember the WWE on their channel had the cartoons. They do the cartoons and they would talk to people and they do cartoons, and that was one of the ones they talked to. I remember who they were talking to about that snake and how Jake was like, it's fine, it's good, it's and then they went off the rails and Savage lost his mind. And you read about that kind of stuff, and Mark is talking about Piper and Snuka. Fast forward to 2004, I was at Victory Road when Piper came back in the ring and gave the coconut to Snuka, turned his back and said, "Hit me with it," and Snuka wouldn't do it.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff, no doubt about it. Okay, guys, let's go to Warren. I asked Warren for a segment. Let's see if he's got something for us here.
What kind of segment do you want?
I don't care. Whatever you got.
You want a little something that's been on my mind lately?
Sure. Whatever you want to do.
Well, okay. So I thought I processed this one a little bit. I'm always someone that I do my best to give equal criticisms and praises to both sides. And as far as when it comes to WWE and AEW, one of the things I always has said too is WWE has great stories, but the wrestling's weak, and AEW has great wrestling, but their storylines are weak. So what has come into my head now recently is, we're building up to Mania, and come on, how many times can we have CM Punk and Roman Reigns just in the ring talking? How about some matches? You flip over to AEW, and it was a week or two before Revolution, you had Kevin Knight taking on MJF. You've got that great wrestling, why, what happened to the WWE we used to know that these guys would still do that? They would have these kind of storylines where it could honestly go to each of them are at this point where they're going to pick each other's opponent. Now that may still happen. We've still got a few weeks before that, but it would be nice to see these guys wrestle a little bit leading up to it. I don't know if they're concerned because, they're both fairly up there in age. They don't want anyone getting hurt and ruin their main event, but come on. I'm getting sick of them just constantly talking in the ring back and forth, whatever. Do something. But then, like I said, let's flip over to AEW, where they've got great wrestling, but they really fudge up their storylines. And the biggest thing that is ripping in my head right now is, what's this BS with Swerve Strickland challenging Kenny Omega for his EVP position when later last year Ospreay and Swerve beat the Bucks for EVP powers? Like they completely that never happened. Nope. Yeah, you never know. No, that's you can't do that. People remember this stuff. They literally hyped this tag match to where Strickland and Ospreay would get the Bucks EVP positions for an entire year. They win the match, and then just completely. I know Ospreay had his neck issue, and so that probably was what play with it. But you completely acted like now it never happened. And now you got Swerve as the bad guy, wanting to wrestle Omega for his dude. You had that. Why are we coming back? So. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. WWE, great storylines because the Punk Reigns thing is great, but come on, you guys got to do something to spice this up. You got is having their guys wrestle that hold the titles a week or two before the pay-per-views and trying to elevate some guys. I mean, that would be a great opportunity for Punk to pick an opponent for Roman, and Roman to pick one for Punk and bring up a couple of those young guys and just test them out. There's your, you can have that. That's how you find out if these guys can pull this off, these younger guys, and you're built. So now people are going to remember, oh, hey, I remember when he wrestled Punk, and I remember when he wrestled Roman on Raw, and he put on a good show, because you think about that too. Remember it was the ladder match for my Yard Taker with Jeff Hardy. They had the ladder match, and that made Jeff Hardy a singles wrestler.
Yep. Yeah.
They and that I said that, and then that's what they're missing out there. And like I said, then AEW, you just need to get your stuff straight, man. Get your things right.
Yeah, I can't argue with you on the WWE thing either, but I'll say this: Punk did pretty good in the month of January, up to this point where this feud started with Roman. He had wrestled quite a bit and had some good victories. So he'd been wrestling quite a bit. But as soon as this, like you said, as soon as this thing started with Roman, they're not wrestling anymore. I think I agree with you. I think the reason is that they don't want. They've had so many injuries, so many people get hurt. I think they're afraid either one of them get hurt before the thing. But they got to get physical. I thought the first two promo segments they did were fantastic. I thought the last one was okay. I would say it was okay. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it wasn't nothing to write home about. It was okay. But yeah, I think they need something to spice it up. I agree with you 100%. AEW had a pretty good pay-per-view, and like they normally do, the week after their pay-per-view, they completely shit the bed. That show was freaking horrible. I've been watching every week, been talking with the House and them, and we were really disappointed. I mean, it was not very good. But I think they'll bounce back. Hey, the numbers are coming up. They're getting more people go to shows. I mean, not by a lot, but they're this time last year they was probably averaging 2,200. Now they're averaging about 3. But their pay-per-views are doing good in attendance. Their pay-per-views are doing great numbers, and their ratings are going up. So they are going up. So they're moving in the right direction. So I mean, I think AEW is doing some good things, but yeah, they're not consistent with their stories, and I mean, you get Edge and Christian come back and get a title shot. Who have they beat? But that happens all the time on WWE too. It's both.
Just like the Bellas. Why in the blue hell are the Bella twins getting up?
Who are they beat? They've wrestled, but they haven't beat nobody.
So I mean, and that's sort of you're sort of crapping on some of these other ladies that have put in such hard work and trying to get there. So then you're going to wonder why, if the potential of a Bailey jumping ship to AEW when her contract's up. Like she puts in all this work, and you're going to let these part-time, not as good wrestlers as I am take a spot in Mania. And and like I said, I'm not saying is the end all be on the reason he's by, but maybe that's why David, the reason why David Finlay went to AEW instead of WWE. I know he was saying he didn't want to do NXT, but also at the same time, maybe he started looking at how they treat certain people, and they're like,
well, he did, I think the biggest thing he didn't want to go to NXT, but I tell you what, he hasn't been traded. His stuff with AEW ain't been real great so far. So
they gotta give them time to get their teeth. Sink their teeth into it. No pun intended by calling them the dogs, but
yeah.
I think they need to move on. And like I said, once again, I talk about storylines and stuff. I'm getting really sick of. I mean, as much as I'm all right with him as a wrestler, I'm getting a little sick of Darby Allin and all of his shenanigans and his stunt stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Come on, man. Let's do some wrestling. Let's just do some in-ring. Don't make it all that stuff all the time.
Well, he said nobody. I seen an interview with him. He said nobody wants to see him wrestle. That's what he said. Nobody wants to see me go out there and chain wrestle. They want to see me do this stuff. I completely disagree with him, but that's what's in his head.
Yeah. No. You don't need to be doing all that crap all the time.
That's like Moxley thinking that everybody wants to see him bleed every time he walks out.
Well, he calmed down on that, but I tell you what,
Moxley could go away from it was just getting old.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, first 2 minutes he was bleeding.
And then he was cutting himself and not even trying to hide it.
Well, one time he sat in the corner. Yeah, and the camera's on him. He just sliced his head. I'm like,
he had the camera on him. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. I don't disagree with you on either point, Warren. I mean, I like some of the stuff WWE's doing with some of the storylines. It reminds me of some old school stuff, especially with what they're doing with Cody and I still think we may get a swerve there before it's all over with. I'm interested to see. I think people's going to be disappointed because everybody's got it's The Rock on the other end of the phone. I think it's his dad. I think
it's Ethan Page.
I think it's Randy Orton's dad.
I think it's Ethan Page. Page was Cody's tag team partner when he got kicked out of WWE and went to the Indies.
Okay. So it's hard to say. There's a lot of different people it could be. So
but, I mean, and once again, too, like I'm talking about with Raw, look at what they're doing on SmackDown and look at how awesome that is. They're getting physical. They're doing things to make you want to see what's going on with Orton and Rhodes. Meanwhile, we're just going to get constantly Punk and Roman just talking in the middle of the ring.
How many of you guys got to see what happened with Brock Lesnar and Oba a week ago?
Step on me.
Yeah, he did say that, but I love the segment. But of all people, Maven, I seen a segment with him, and he said that segment was terrible. That they treated Brock Lesnar bad, and it was terrible that they did that to Brock Lesnar. And who the hell does he think called that? You said Brock Lesnar called that. Brock Lesnar was one that probably put that all together.
I was reading some stuff. I don't know how true it is because obviously, you can't believe everything you read on the internet because that's what Abraham Lincoln said. But that Brock Lesnar gets great paydays from Mania, and so he wants to make sure when that happens, he puts on a show at Mania. So he wanted Oba to overpower him like that because Brock Lesnar knows that's going to put eyeballs on that match then.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Holy crap. Oba Femi just manhandled Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, Brock isn't dumb.
See what happens.
Brock isn't dumb. He's a smart dude. He knows he knows what he's doing. I thought that segment was great. I thought it made Oba look real strong like they wanted. Like I thought the segment was good.
Yeah, got a huge reaction, but Maven thought it was terrible. That's what the hell did Maven ever do? Shut the hell up.
He eliminated the Undertaker from the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And at this point in Lesnar's career, like that's what he's there to do is help build guys like Oba and these young guys. It ain't about building him.
Yep.
I mean, honestly,
he's already built.
While we've got him in here, I mean, our veteran Justin Danger. I mean, you being I'm not trying to say you're old by any way, shape, or form because you'll literally kick my ass the next time I see you. But I mean, what's your take on what extent or how far would you go to make sure you're putting a young guy over?
Well, for one, Brock doesn't come back as many times as Brock has without him knowing what to do. Like you guys said, he knows how to make money. That's why they bring him back. Every time he comes back, he's a monster until he's ready to leave again. And as soon as he's ready to leave, he puts another guy over. And then he leaves for a while. And then he's like, I want to make some money. So he comes back. I think it's smart because Obafemi now is the strong bull of the WWE. Everybody looked at Brock Lesnar as that guy because every time he showed up, that's who he was. This time he shows up and a younger guy basically dominated him. And then he stood on his chest. Now that shows that you're going to watch it now because you know Brock Lesnar, what kind of a person Brock Lesnar is. And you're like, oh, he's going to tear him up. I got to see this. It's going to make money. So it was a smart thing to do, in my opinion, to have him not even make Brock look weak, but just show that he's the dominant guy. He just came up. He's the one to beat, not Brock Lesnar anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think maybe Brock learned from being the guy to take Taker out at Mania? Do you think maybe he learned from that, and now he's going to find a way to make that next guy come up with the pay it forward type thing, like, hey, Taker did this for me, and now I'm starting to wear down, my career's starting to wind down, but I need to do this for the next big thing, no pun intended, guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly it. Like he's made his money. He knows this is the last money he's making. And once you're gone, you're gone. It doesn't matter what you're doing after that. But the guy that you're in the ring with is continuing to be there. He's going to be there the next night. He's going to be there in the next pay-per-view. He needs to look strong. This is how you do it. You build it up to where the big matches at WrestleMania, or whatever, that's it. That's the big money maker. That's what he's there for. He's there to make money and put the guy over and let that guy see what he can do on his own after he got him over.
Yeah, because the rumor is that
trying to help Oba become the next Brock Lesnar.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the rumor is that Brock's going to retire after SummerSlam in Minnesota. That's the rumor. Now, whether that's true, again, like Warren said, you don't know what's true or not true.
Well, if he started a feud after Oba with Gunther, I'm going to say
yeah, could be.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. A couple real quick before we move on to this top 10 most technical pro wrestlers. I did see something I thought was kind of interesting. They're saying that now that it's probably going to be Dom, which Dom is wrestling for the title tonight on. He's wrestling Penta tonight on Raw, which was supposed to happen last week. So I think we'll find out exactly where they're going. But the rumor is now that he's going to probably lose this match, and he's going probably because of Finn. And then Finn is going to go after his AAA title at WrestleMania. They're going to put the AAA title at WrestleMania. And then the rumor is that Vikino is going to wrestle Penta at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship to kind of put some eyes on AAA, which makes sense to me. I mean, I don't think that's a bad idea.
Bring back that Mexican fan base again and bring them back into because I mean,
Las Vegas.
To be honest, I mean, AEW is getting a little bit more of that than
a little bit,
but not much. But
yeah. And being in Las Vegas, you're fairly close. So that makes sense.
And you're helping promote the company you own.
Yep, most definitely. Okay, guys, I've got the top 10 most technical pro wrestlers of all time.
I did want to ask one more question to Justin.
Okay.
Now I don't know how much you guys watch TNA, but I just wanted to get Justin's take on Raven coming back in and mentoring Rosemary and trying to bring the bunny back in. I mean, I don't know if you've seen any of this and what's your thoughts on that?
I'm so biased that I'm going to say it's a genius move to bring Raven in and do anything. But, I mean, he's a genius too, honestly. Like, he knows so much. He was a writer for WWE. He worked in the office before. He knows what he's doing. He helps people get over like Bobby Heenan and Cornette used to. He's the manager that gets people over because he knows how to get you over. Now, once you're on your own, it's up to you whether you stay over or not. But I think it's a good thing to bring Raven back.
Yeah, I agree with that. I've been watching TNA every week. Even that god awful first episode they did on AMC that is still etched in my mind. But they've been doing pretty well. Especially the last 2 or 3 weeks, the show's been pretty good. I've been liking it. Production's getting better, a little better, and but the show's been pretty good. And I know people, they got to understand TNA's never going to have the money that WWE or AEW's got. So I mean, yeah, they're not going to have the big superstars. They're just not. They're just not going. They're not going to have that. But they went out and picked up a couple young guys. They got this Sosa guy. First time wrestling North America that's kind of big overseas, and they got him first before anybody else did. So, I mean, I think they're doing a pretty good job. Let's go to actually it's the top 10, but I did some honorable mentions because the list did go out, and I know some of you guys are going to say, well, where the hell is this guy? Why ain't he on the list? Well, I did went ahead to 15 in case you guys mentioned some of those guys.
Five more.
Five more. But we're just going to do the 10. But if I'll tell the other 5 after we're done. I'm going to let Justin Danger have the first guest. Who do you think's number 1 on this top 10 most technical pro wrestler list
of all time?
Yes.
I'm actually going to go with the obvious, Bret Hart.
He was number 1. Okay, let's go to Marcus next.
Luthez.
Luthez is not in the top 15.
See, and he could out wrestle Bret Hart if you prime him. Prime versus prime, I guarantee.
Oh yeah, Thez was
anybody today.
Oh, Bret Hart is the best there is, the best there was, the best there was.
F. Goldberg.
Thez was wrestling before Bret Hart was born. I'm telling you.
Okay, Warren.
Kurt Angle.
Number 3 on the list, Kurt Angle.
My list is going
Chris.
I'm gonna go with Dean Malenko.
Number 10 on the list.
10? Damn, I thought he'd be a little higher. He was great technical. He just couldn't talk.
Okay, Justin.
Nick Bockwinkel.
Nick Bockwinkel was number 15 on the list. Marcus?
No, that was one on my list too. That wasn't what I was going to name next. Bob Backlund, pre-presidential crazy guy, Bob Backlund.
Bob Backlund was 16 on the list.
If it was 80s Bob Backlund or 70s Bob Backlund, he would have been at least top 6, 7. Yeah. Easy.
That's what I said when he was champ in that era there. When he come back as a lunatic.
Oh, Frankie. Okay, let's go, Ward.
I'm going to say a controversial name that may not be on the list. Chris Benoit.
Number 2.
I was going to say he should be on the list. I agree with you, but yeah, I kind of didn't think he'd be on the list just because of that.
Chris?
I'm gonna go with Eddie Guerrero.
Number 5 on the list.
And Frankie, no, I didn't lose a bet. I just decided it's time to get rid of it for a little bit.
Okay, Justin Danger.
I know he's not, but I'm gonna say Owen Hart.
Owen Hart was number 11 on the list.
See, I feel like he should be higher than that.
Okay, Marcus.
Bruno
was not in the top 15.
Luthez.
This list is gonna piss Marcus off.
Because I'm more way old school. I mean, technical. Yeah. There was a whole different ball game of technical at one time, and just pull up Luthez matches and just watch him. You'll see.
Oh yeah, Luthez especially. Now Bruno, he could wrestle, but he was also a brawler too. Yeah. But yeah, Luthez, I don't know how he's not on the list. Warren?
Most Dangerous Man, Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock was not in the top 15.
Wow.
Chris?
Stunning Steve Austin.
Not in the top 15.
He was before he got hurt. He could wrestle.
Oh, yeah.
Messed his neck up.
Okay. Mr. Danger?
Go with William Regal.
That's a good one.
William Regal was 17 behind Bob Backlund. Okay. Marcus?
Steamboat.
Steamboat, I thought should have been in the top 10. He was 12. Okay, Warren?
I'm going to go with another one, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to be on the list just based on some of the information on this one. But Dan the Beast Severn.
Not on the list.
Had the NWA title for how long? I mean,
Yeah, he did. He did. Chris?
I'm gonna go Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels is number 7 on the list. Let's go to Mr. Danger.
Somebody already say Mr. Perfect?
No, Mr. Perfect was number 6 on the list. And let's go to Marcus.
I assume Bastion Booger's not on the list, is he?
No.
I'll say Vergalia, but I doubt he's on the list. Because
Vern Gunn was he was in the top 20, but he wasn't in the.
where was Bastion
top
Booger?
15.
Was he on the list?
I don't know. I didn't go that far back. Way back there. Way back there.
Pages and pages and pages later.
Yeah. Ward?
oh, man. What about Ric Flair?
Number 9, Ric Flair.
That was gonna be my
We
next.
We got 4 and 8 left on the top 10.
Hmm.
Chris?
I'm gonna go with Triple H.
Not on the list. Not in top 20 at least. Let's go to Mr. Justin Danger. Top 10 most technical wrestlers of all time.
I want to say Dusty Rhodes because, I mean, he wasn't the most technical, but I don't know.
Yeah, he wasn't in top 20. Marcus?
I'll just say Von Erich. Was it Von Erich in either one of those spots?
Not in
Whether
top
it be
20.
David or Kerry or
That was gonna be my next guest.
David or Kerry, it'd have to be one of those two.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
David, Kerry, and Kevin.
Sitting there thinking of names like Von Erich.
Okay. Warren?
How about Double J, Jeff Jarrett?
Not in the top 20. I'm gonna let Chris go, and then I'll give you guys some.
Give us the promotion.
I'll give you some hints after Chris goes, because we'll be back to the beginning.
I'm gonna go Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, he was number 8.
So now we just need 4.
Okay, number 4 is left. I also, since I did the 15, number 13 and 14 is on the list. But I will tell you this: one guy still wrestling today. The other guy could still be wrestling today, but he's not wrestled lately. And the other one, this is going to give it away, retired recently. Let's go to Justin Danger.
I'm gonna say Jericho.
Jericho is number 4.
And Cena's the other one you're talking about.
No.
Nope, wasn't Cena.
The one that just
Oh,
retired.
I know who he's talking about.
Styles.
I ain't seen it.
No.
Styles, AJ Styles.
Yeah,
Yeah, AJ.
AJ just retired. So we got one spot left. Let's see if you guys can get this. He is still wrestling today, and he's been wrestling for quite a few years.
Orton.
No. Chris?
I'm gonna go with The Miz.
Nope. Justin?
Cody.
No, Cody, I think would have been a decent one, but no, not Cody. I'm gonna give a hint.
All right.
Unless you got, I'm gonna give a hint. The guy's still wrestling day and he's wrestling WWE. Marcus?
Yeah, I pass.
Okay. Warren?
Can you tell us if it's Raw or SmackDown?
That's going to really narrow it down. Yeah, I'll give you it's Raw.
Gunther.
Nope.
I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn.
Nope. We'll go one more round, and if not, I'll give it to you. I'll give it up. Justin?
CM Punk.
Yep. CM Punk is number 14.
Oh, horseshit. There's no way you can say that. I mean, I guess you can, but I don't buy it.
Yeah, I think 14's a little high. Who out of that top 10? Let me give you the top 10, and then Marcus, let's see. I want to see your opinion. Who'd you have the most problem with being in the top 10?
I know what he's gonna say.
Well, read them all.
Bret Hart 1.
No,
Bret Hart 1. Chris Benoit 2. Kurt Angle 3. Chris Jericho 4. Eddie Guerrero 5. Kurt Angle 6. Shawn Michaels 7. Daniel Bryan 8. Ric Flair 9. Dean Malenko 10.
Probably Daniel Bryan. And I know that's kind of weird, but man, it's hard to tell. All those guys are in that spot, but I still think there should be more above that.
I figured you said HBK.
No, like I said, I wasn't a fan of HBK, but I always said he had the talent in him.
See, I think technically, just my opinion, I don't know. Let's see what you think, Warren. I think just as far as technical, I think Daniel Bryan, as far as technical wrestling, was better than Ric Flair.
Yeah.
I'm just technical. I'm just talking. I'm not talking about the whole ball. I'm not talking about the whole ball wax.
Yeah, when I think technical, I think the holds, the moves, more the grappling style of stuff, not the high fly, not being accurate with stuff and hitting. The technical, that's what I think. When I think technical is a guy that can, like a Dean Malenko, 1,000.
I think of Dean Malenko, man of 1,000 holds.
1,002 holds, hold number 1, arm bar. Like that's why I said like Shamrock and Severin, because those are sort of guys that technically use the submissions to make their
Steamboat was really good.
This one's a good one too, because he don't get the credit he deserves for what Gable can do in the ring. That dude, that damn rolling German suplex he fucking does is
whatever happened to that guy?
Every time he does that, it's just fucking like, damn, that's just so impressive.
I haven't seen Gable. Who'd you see Gable wrestle? I haven't seen Gable wrestle.
You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I mean, what happened to Ludwig Kaiser? I mean, that guy had talent. What happened to him, man?
Kaiser ain't never gonna be Kaiser again. Did you guys see him over the weekend in Mexico? That dude is so over in Mexico.
He was in Mexico?
He's the most over wrestler they got in Mexico, and it's because he can speak Spanish so good. The fans just love this dude. I don't think he'll ever be taken off that mask.
I mean, there was whatever happened to Pete Dunne and was it Tyler? Tyler again? Whatever happened to that? They had all these great guys.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where they're at. Yeah. What about you, Warren? What name on this list do you think was horseshit, like Marcus would say?
I have to go honestly with HBK under the basis of how I have the wrestling. It's like the actual pure wrestling skills. HBK was entertainer number 1, and could do all those other things that they had. But as far as like the absolute pure, I mean, what maybe you say the mecca of it was when he beat Bret Hart at WrestleMania. You think maybe that was sort of the mecca of his technical skills when he beat Bret Hart and when his mentor was there and all that stuff. Like if that was maybe the peak of his wrestling skills, but then after that it was like he just was more the entertainer and the Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania.
Pro wrestling, not sports entertainment, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There wasn't real wrestling since sports entertainment took over, really.
Yeah. What about you, Justin? In the top 10, is one name that I give out that really stood out to you that you didn't think should be on there?
I mean, honestly, a lot of the newer guys, like I just said, like a lot of the newer guys, like even up to Shawn Michaels. Like, there's a lot of guys before him that was a lot more technical that don't get credit where they should.
Yeah, I think I take Owen technically over Sean. I take Ricky Steamboat technically over Sean. Technically, I'm not talking about all the other bells and whistles. I'm not talking about that part. Yeah, I don't think. But I don't think. I mean, I guess CM Punk early on was a lot more technical, but I don't know if he deserves to be in top 15 or not. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was the one I was going to say. When I think of CM Punk, I don't think of technical.
I mean, yeah, he had the Anaconda.
And I'm a CM, I like CM Punk. I'm a CM Punk fan, but I don't think of him as a technical guy.
Yeah.
He was more technical before he made it to WWE. When he was in Ring of Honor, he was technical. On the Indies, he was wrestling technical.
TNA.
But when he went to WWE, it's the cookie cutter thing. Like, everybody has to do what they are told to do because that's what you're getting paid to do. When you're on the Indies, you're trying to make a name and get noticed. Well, if I can out wrestle everybody on the card, I'm going to get noticed because I'm the only one that can do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's so funny to buckle up on my earlier rant and sort of like just Danger saying the cookie cutter thing. Have you guys ever heard of like the Simpsons predicted it? Like I said, the Simpsons had an episode and it happened in real life. I got the South Park predicted it when they did the episode of when the kids did their own wrestling. That's how I feel WWE is now. It's like everyone comes to watch that. They're not there to watch the wrestling. No.
Have you seen that, Tony?
What's that?
Have you seen that South Park episode? It's pretty raunchy, but it's funny as hell.
I don't think I have. I'll check it out.
Man, just be prepared. It's pretty raunchy, but man, is it funny.
South Park is funny.
I can't say what a lot of the storyline is because I don't want to cut off the air because it's that pretty raunchy.
I mean, they basically the kids put together their own wrestling federation, and all they do is write the storylines, and they do it in the ring. And there's no like wrestling. This is all. So everyone shows up and they do it like an opera and like a theater, and they go, "Oh my God, do you think so and so is doing this tonight? Oh, because so and so had a baby, and and then said it wasn't his, and they all that." And then there was this high school wrestling coach that went off the rails because he's like, "That isn't wrestling."
Yeah.
He's got his wrestling gear on. He's like, "That ain't wrestling."
See, that's my problem. I mean, because I agree with what you guys saying about WWE and the cookie cutter thing stuff, but then also with AEW, there's no selling of moves that it just drives me crazy. So I don't consider that wrestling. I consider that.
No, that's get all your shit in.
Get all your shit in.
Get
all your shit in and spots because no selling, and I just can't. It's hard for me to stay invested with no selling.
You gotta find that happy medium. You gotta find that happy medium. Right now it's like one extreme and the other extreme.
Well, we've talked about in your house. We've talked about that. WWE needs to have more action and less commercials and less stuff. And AEW needs to slow down just a little bit and make stuff mean more.
That's when the AEW veterans, the people like the Daniel Bryans and the John Moxleys and the guys that have been around need to step in with these guys and go, "Hey,
it don't do any good." People's tried. I mean, Mark Henry tried, other people tried, and that's why they're not there anymore. They got kind of fed up. Demon Link or Tully Blanchard. Nobody wanted to listen to anybody. I forget who it was. CM Punk told a story about somebody was telling Hangman Adam Page, and he said, Hangman Page, I don't need to take no advice from any veteran. He said, I know what I need to do. I don't need to take no advice. Yeah. And that's one thing that started the big thing between Hangman and Punk was over that. And I'm not saying who was right or who was wrong, but
Hangman went in business for himself in the ring, and they took Punk off. And I think too, they need to step back from gimmick matches. They need to put a pause on Texas Death for at least another 8 to 10 months. Yeah. They don't even know we're doing our death matches anytime soon.
And they do a lot of street fights, even on AEW. They do that. It's kind of a crutch for Khan. Instead of writing a story, let's have a death match.
Cornette, lazy booking.
Yep. Yeah. It is. I mean, it is. It's easy booking. Well, guys, you guys got anything before we get out of here?
Well, I do. Did they announce the main event for NGW coming up this weekend, Marcus?
No, I'd say some matches, but I don't know if I've seen that.
I think he announced a particular match that is going to go on with the champion and Thomas Keith that myself and our special guest are a little familiar with but I think the last NGW dog collar match. I think it's a dog collar match this weekend, and
okay.
I was ringside, and Gonzo was there too for
we was there.
Danger's dog collar match.
Yeah.
My boy Chris Chaos. So.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite matches that year. Yeah, most definitely.
Are you going to be that Warren?
I believe so. Yeah.
All right.
So,
well,
you'll be out of town. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, on Monday, Damon DeVille is taking my spot.
Okay.
He's going to announce the results. So get with him if you want, or work something out. He's going to be at Squared Circle Expo, so he's going to have a good story on what's going on from there.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mr. DeVille's going to take my spot next Monday. So.
Okay. Well, guys, I thought we had a good discussion. Thought we had a good show. Thank you, Mr. Justin Danger, for coming on.
Thank you, guys.
And we will definitely have you on again. And good luck to you on your podcast. Again, if you need any help or anything, just let us know. We'll be more than happy to help you out.
Everyone out there watching, keep an eye on that podcast. This guy has a wealth of knowledge.
Yes, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be about the older time wrestling. He knows that stuff. So it's going to be good. You won't be disappointed. So you definitely check him out. Again, we appreciate everybody watching. And hey, the numbers have been great. Heel and the shows that's facing heel with the clips and the show, I think over 1,500 for this past Thursday. So very good. And last Monday's show did very well. Chris just put out some clips on that, and it's been doing great. So we appreciate everybody checking out our stuff. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, we appreciate everybody.
All right. Yes. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo's Sports Room, and we will see you guys next Monday.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all kiss my ass while I win this match.